Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the pre-market morning market analysis and trade setup for Monday, January the 13th, 2014. Here we are, second week full trading into the new year. If you're new or visiting us from Twitter, we are Quantum Leap. We are a self-organized learning environment. We have had a Skype room in one shape or form now for over 4 years. We come together to talk about the market in this private chat room, and then of course we do these live sessions each morning. If you're interested in checking out the Quantum Leap chat, you can send me a contact request at Doug_McKay. Skype is free, and I'll be the one from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. I am the head moderator and founder of Quantum Leap. Each morning we come in and prepare for our trading day. Of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, we do some basic preliminary stuff to look at the key numbers and then look at the trend macro to micro before we get into any in-depth chart analysis. So if you're watching after the fact, you might want to skip ahead. We don't skip because we're preparing ourselves for the trading day. Of course, before we do anything, I have to get the disclaimer out of the way. This information is for the purpose of educating members who want to expand the knowledge of the business of trading. It's not for trading and investment advice. You and only you are responsible for the trades and investment decisions you make. Trading features any instrument involves the risk of loss. Please consider carefully whether features or options are appropriate to your financial situation. Only risk capital should be used when trading futures or options. Investors could lose more than initial investment. Nobody at Quantum Leap is a certified trading advisor. We are retail traders operating within a self-organized learning environment. Past performance is not indicative of future results, and any trades that you see in Quantum Leap are for education purposes only. Please trade your own trade plan. Do your own due diligence. Okay, so taking a look at the numbers, of course, our year open is still going to be a major gauge in terms of whether or not we are having a positive or negative year. I still think we're going higher. I think we're going to get above this 1837.75. The bulls are not done yet. There's some unauctioned territory above, and we've got the all-time high that is very close by. And the fact that we opened up at such an all-time high, my main hypothesis is, they're not willing to, the bulls are not willing to give it up yet, because, I think that the next interim high could be the year high overall. But that's my own hypotheses, and of course the market will tell us whether or not that's correct or not. Of course, our year high so far is 42.50, and our all-time high is 1846.50, which was the year high from 2013. And then our previous month, low was all the way down at 1817.25. I'm sorry, 1754. Our current month low is 1817.25. So we're holding the 1800s pretty darn well, but we're not above the year open, and just trading below it. In fact, we tested it overnight again. We got up to that high overnight at 38.75. Nothing else in the macro numbers really jump out at me. We opened Friday right where we're trading in the Globex at 1833.25. We're trading just above that right now. The Globex high before Friday RTH session was 42.50. That is our year high right now. Our Globex low was 18.29. And we opened at 18.36. We opened auction in range, had a normal variation, normal size opening swing. Our initial balance was wider than normal. We had 11.25 point initial balance. That was showing rotation. We were worried about getting stuck in the wicks. We did definitely get stuck in the wicks on Friday. Our 12:30 number was higher, 1832.25. Our RTH was higher at 1838.75. It's the same high that we have for the Globex session tonight, and our RTH low was 1826.25, which was down through near that low from yesterday, or Friday, I should say. Nothing else. Our 20-day ATRs are running 1160 for RTH, 14.5 for full session, and just under 8 for Globex. Value area was higher at a value area high 34.50, value area low 27.50 for a 7-point, and we did break the IB to the low side, but way outside of the pocket. It was a late break yesterday, or Friday. I keep saying yesterday. Let's just put in our overnight highs and lows. Overnight high 1838.75, and overnight low at 1830.50. And that gives us our full session ATR targets. Full session ATR target high 1845, and our full session low 1824.25, which is interesting because I got stuff I want to talk about with this. In terms of the numbers, will all be on the QLTP. Don't have any news set up for today, so except for federal budget balance, which is nothing, so really just headline risk. Let's take a look at the macro to the micro, where we are within the trend. Monthly, trend is very strong, trading in the upper distribution of the prior month. Got good slope and separation on the 9 EMA and the 20 SMA, and prices paralleling the 9 nicely for a nice strong trend on the monthly. Same thing on the weekly. We had a little bit of weakness. We tried to close below the 9, bounced back up on our Santa Claus rally, and so far, first week of the year, looking strong. Good slope, good separation on the weekly trend. On the daily, we've lost some slope, but we are holding. After closing down and looking like we're going to get some weakness coming in, we popped back up above the 9 EMA, and although we don't have great slope, we do have separation, and we are holding above the 9 EMA, which is basically near the Globex low down there at 30.50. On the geometric chart, we're holding above this shorter term upward sloping fork that I put in at the beginning of last week. We keep bouncing off the center line. We are testing. We have tested the downward sloping opposing fork and rejected it so far. So right now I'm looking to see if we break below the center line, which will be around 27.50. We should get a bigger move down. But if we break above the upper line of the downward sloping fork at 41 area, we could see a pop and a new all-time high above that 1846.50. Taking a look at the intraday trend, basically sideways on the 4-hour. We have broke below the 9 and the 20. 9 and the 20 are coming in for an MA hug decision point, but we are seeing some weakness on the 4-hour. Going to the 30-minute, same thing. We've been starting to create a downward trend. It's not real strong yet. We've tried to break above the 9 EMA, but it broke down in the last 2 sessions on the 30 minutes. So coming into the marketplace, we're seeing a little bit of weakness. Coming into the RTH, we're seeing a little bit of weakness. Let's just go down to the 15-minute. It doesn't really tell us anything more than the 30-minute, and just drill it down one more to the 5-minute. And again, you can see we've had some weakness coming in and getting a nice drop back towards that major microcomposite VPOC. Just created a new naked cross here at 33 and a quarter. All right, so let's take a look at what this looks like on the big picture composite. So last week, my main hypothesis was we started out with the micro composite up at 36 and a quarter, and a secondary micro composite at 26, and we had those 3 areas, 20, 25, 50, 27 and a quarter, 31 to 32 area, and 36. And my main hypothesis is we were going to play ping pong between the 26 area and 36 area, and basically that's exactly what we did. We did come down and test the major line in the sand for me, which is down here. It was at 18 and a quarter. It's now down at 18.1775. It still remains the main line in the sand for a bigger retracement lower. What's going to come more into play today is this 34. I think this 34 is our key area to trade off of today. If we cannot get above the CLVN at 34.25, look for a rotation back down and a possible back down towards the 31, the microcomposite VPOC. The two VPOCs, the shorter time frame microcomposite and the longer, going back to that December 23rd, where we had the two. One was at 31.75, the other one was at 32 and a quarter, and we had undetermined fair value there. We've now accepted value overall at 31. So these two microcomposite VPOCs have merged, and generally when you've defined value within balance, you create that bell curve, and then a breakout of balance will occur once that price has been determined and accepted. So I am looking for a breakout this week. I just don't know which way the breakout is going to be. But I'll be using 34 and 17.75 as a determining factor on which way I think the major move is going to be, or the major break from this balance going to be. Right now, there is a inverted cup and handle that is showing up. I'll bring it up in a minute. That's giving us a measured move, get back down to the 25 area. And that 25 area is basically right at our value area low. Our current value area low on both the shorter time frame microcomposite and the longer time microcomposite is right there, back down at that 25.50 to 26 and a quarter area. So that is the value area low right now. Value area high is up here at that 37.50. 36.75, which is just under the year open at 37.75. So 34 is going to be a key, and if we stay below it, look for the rotation back down to 31, a push to 29. If we can't hold 29, then look for a move down today, down into that 25, possibly a push through down to 23.50. Remember, our full session ATR target below is 18.24 and a quarter. So that's that's still within our target to come down and test the other side of balance down here at that 23.50 CLVN. But definitely 34. If we can't get above 34, look for a bigger retracement. Just like we had to worry about on Friday and Thursday of last week, we've got these wicks, to the downside, and I consider these to be unproper auction, and we're likely to get stuck in the wicks as we repair the auction down here. So we could spend the day just chopping around in the lower wicks and get stuck in the wicks. If we break above the 34, then I think we're going to move higher to test the overnight high at 38.75 and get above the year open at 37.75, and a push through to 40.50. That inverted or that cup and handle that we had drawn on Friday gave us a measured move. This one right here, it had given us a measured move up to the 40.75. We didn't quite get there, and it's really not invalidated until we get back below that 29, or the CLVN at 29.50. But there is one that I'm watching that could come into play, which is this one right here. This inverted cup and handle has validated, and we're currently coming down to test the rim line on it, which is right here at that 32. If we break below the 32, then we've got to look for a possible measured move down to that 25 and a quarter, or 25.50, where everything started beginning of last week, as they come down here and look for buyers with more conviction. If we get above 36, and a quarter, then this inverted cup and handle is invalidated. And as long as we stay above that 29.50 area, we still haven't quite. I mean, I consider the cup and handle from the prior on Friday that we talked about as being completed. Nothing, no chart pattern is scientific enough to say that's the measured move and you got to hit the 40.75 for it to complete. The fact that we broke out and we went up to 38.75, I feel the pattern is complete. But just keep in mind that we do have 40, and the 40.75 is significant because of the fact that 40.50 is the other side of this balance in this distribution zone that we're looking at right now. So let's take a look at moving our numbers from overnight into our chart and get our chart set up for trading. Currently, right now, our overnight high is 38.75, which is the high from the RTH session on Friday. So our overnight high, 38.75, right to the tick of the Friday range. Our overnight low is 30.50, which is just below the Friday VPOC at 31 and right around that major price acceptance at the microcomposite VPOC 31. Our overnight VPOC is not going to shift. We were pretty pretty balanced overnight at 33.50. So overall, the overnight, the Globex, inventory is somewhat short. We, do have this LVN at 33.50, the overnight VPOC, which is basically, separates the upper and lower distribution, almost a triple distribution here with the, 29.50 coming in play. I mean, these numbers just are, are lining up. 33.75. Remember how strong the value area high was. We had 33.50, 33.75, 33.75. So value, area high kept on banging against that CLVN at that 34. And you can see that, that's the LVN from, the upper distribution and the middle distribution. And then the lower LVN from Friday was 29.75, which is right there at that 29.50. These numbers are starting to come up and really come into play. So in terms of trade areas, I'll be looking to trade off of the 29.50 yet again. I'll be looking to trade off of the 34 will be my main trade area. 34.25, really 34.25 to 35 area. I'm just going to bring this up just slightly because we've got Friday's value area high at 35. So I'll be waiting for them to break above 35 to get into a long. The other area that I'll be looking to do business would be down here at this 26.25 RTH low from Friday. If we get below that, I'm looking for a move down to that 25.25. Whoops, that's not a target. It is a trade area. And a possible move down to the other side of balance down here at that 23.50 and the ATR full session target down there at 24.25. To the upside, above 34, I really can't do anything until we get above the prior day range for a breakout into test that 40.75. We still have a naked cross up there at 40.75, so I'll be using a breakout at the 39 level to get long into that 40 if I'm not already long off of 34. So in terms of trading this, we're going to open basically right in the middle distribution from Friday, below 34. If we open up and they push higher, look for responsive sellers to step in at that 34.25 level to hold us below, and then a rotation down back to the microcomposite VPOC most accepted price. Take out the naked VPOC at 31.10 take out the overnight low at 30.50 and test that 29.50. Then I'll be watching to see if responsive buyers step in at the 29.50 to hold us up, and then rotate us back up towards that 31, and then come up and push this, test this 34, trying to break out of the value area. We basically really held value all week last week, and get a push up to take out the naked close, the gap close at 37.50, and test the year open at 37.75 with a push through to test the overnight low in the RTH range, and the other side of balance up here at 47.5. Above 47.5, we've got a naked VPOC at 41.75, and our CHVN up there. We still have a naked VPOC from early last week at 43.75, and then of course the main target above, which is that 46.25, which is the all-time high. So our initial target above is the other side of balance at 40.75, with the extended target at 46.25. And then if we stay below 34, targets are 31 and 30.50, with the other side of balance at 29.50. Below 29.50, look for a test of the value area low at 27.50 and complete the 80% value area rule, and come down and test the RTH low at 26.50 area, with a possible push through to the 23.50 area, which will be my other target to the downside. 23.50, and a possible push through down to this 21.75 and 20.25. Right now, naked crosses in this area. We do have one at 33.50, which is likely to get taken out, basically right near the open. And one up at 40. So right below that one that's still up there at 40.75. And then that's everything I've got right now in terms of outstanding naked VPOCs. So we are going to open up in balance below 34. Watch that 34 level. Above it, get long. Below it, get short. Look for the rotation back to the balance, but be careful. We could get stuck in the wicks, during a portion or the majority of the day. Anywhere from that 34 down to 24.25, is very unauctioned territory. We have to pay attention to it. Taking a look at the Keltner, you can see that center line on the Keltner is right at that CLVN at 34.25. So if we stay below it, a test to the lower Keltner line will take us down to that 28.50 area. By the time we get down there, it's likely going to be that value area low down there at 27.50. Above the Keltner center line, a test to the upper Keltner line is going to take us up to 40.25, and by the time we actually get there, it's probably going to be in around that range high, around 39 area. So it lines up pretty close. Taking a look at gold, gold made a run, went to our first target above the the balance that the distribution we are in, and got up to that 48. I was looking for a push through to 58.30 last night. Didn't get it. We rejected off of the CLVN at 55.30, and have come back inside of the microcomposite balance that we're here. Two key areas to watch today is going to be this 44.10 CLVN. If we stay above it, I think we still push, and we try to get the push through to that 57.30 still. But if we get below that 44, look for a test of the 40 area, 41 area, the value area high that we just broke out of, and then our targets below, which are back down at 32 and at 25, 26 area. And then the other side of balance is that 18 again, and below that look for 12. And of course the big number below is back down here at this 1203.30 microcomposite VPOC that we came down and found balance right around this last time that we came through. And then below that, of course, the 1200, and below 1200 you got those same numbers, 92, 72, and 60, 80 level to watch out for. Above 55, you've got the 57, is it 57 or 57.30, okay, with the CHVN just above it at 58.60, with the other side of balance being 64.70 would be the top side that I'd be looking at today. I don't think we're going to break much higher than that. But if we do get above that, targets above are the 74 area again, and the 82.30 and 85. So that's what I'm looking at on gold. Howard's not going to be doing his analysis, so basically that's what I'm looking at. As always, trade well, trade safe, and we'll catch you on the flip side. That's going to complete our morning market pre-market session, and go ahead and shut the recording down.